Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you. That is beautiful. That's fantastic. Thank you so much. Hey, it's Griff with America's Best Restaurants. Today we're in beautiful downtown Salt Lake City, looking for restaurants you and your family can enjoy on a regular basis. Today we're outside Caffe Molise. Let's go inside, meet the owner Fred, and see what they have to offer. And now we're inside with the owner, Fred. Fred, thank you so much for inviting us in.
Absolutely.
Now, this is a really cool restaurant. Please tell me a little bit about how you got started.
Yeah, so I joined up with Caffe Molise in about 95. It was opened in 93. And I joined up in 95 and partnered with the woman who opened it. And then my wife and I bought her out in 2003, and we've owned it ever since. We used to be on First South in between West Temple and Main Street, but we moved a couple years ago to this beautiful new building, and we're really happy to be here, and we want people to come and enjoy the space and see what we've done with it. So
this is a cool building. You've got this level, we're on this banquet room, a very large dining area down there, and then also a wine bar, how do you say it?
Yeah, BTG Wine Bar is on the kind of bottom level. And at BTG, that stands for by the glass. And so we have over 80 wines that you can sample, either 2 ounce, 5 ounce, or bottle. So that's kind of unique to the bar. It's kind of more for a discerning palate, a little bit nicer experience. We've got a full menu down there as well. And then Caffe Molise, the main level, we've got that main level that you were talking about. We've also got a beautiful garden patio in the summer. And then this banquet room that we're in right here, which seats up to about 150 people for weddings or showers or things like that. So
that's amazing. And then you were telling me with the wine bar, there's all sorts of science that goes into it, but you really offer an experience that's unlike anywhere else I think I've ever stopped at. That's pretty fantastic.
Yeah. There's a special system that we use that allows us to keep all of those bottles open and fresh. It tops off the bottle of the wine with argon, so the wine doesn't spoil. So that's kind of fun for people to learn about, and all of our staff is really well versed, and they can guide you through and get you something that you like as well. So.
And that's why you have so many options.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's fantastic. Now, you also, let's get to the food a little bit.
Sure.
There's something very unique. What you said, this is like an Italian restaurant, but it's a very special kind from a special region, right?
Yeah, so it's considered regional Italian cuisine. Molise, that the restaurant, the region that the restaurant's named after, is kind of if you look at Italy as a boot, it's the Achilles heel, where the Achilles heel would be. If you think of Rome on the west coast, then Molise is on the east coast of Italy, kind of at the same parallel. And Molise is, people describe it as Tuscany or Chianti about 30 years ago. It's still very rural, not much tourism there, a lot of agriculture. And the woman that opened the restaurant, her ancestors were from Molise, from a little town up in the hills called Pietracatella. And all of the recipes when the restaurant opened were from her grandmother that her mother had passed on to her. So a lot of those recipes we still have in use. and some of the recipes that we have are kind of riffs on what they had. So,
well, being regional, one thing that is done for this, it made it really, really pretty. I love the presentation. Please, Fred, what do we have over here in the front corner there?
So this one is, the dish is called Arista. It is a pork tenderloin, and we roll that in a spice mix that has crushed red pepper and fennel in it. So it's got a little bit of a kick to it. It's got the savory pork and then also a sweet fig compote. Those are dried mission figs that we reconstitute and make kind of a sweeter sauce with. So that one kind of hits all points on your palate. It's really delicious. This is one of our most popular dishes. This is the Pollo alla Gratella, and it is a marinated chicken breast. It's served grilled. It's served with a little side of roasted garlic pasta and artichoke heart, sun-dried tomato, and gorgonzola cheese sauce. And again, that's been on the menu from the beginning, and that's a very traditional, delicious. If you like blue cheese, you got to try that one for sure.
And the colors are beautiful, again, with the contrast of the reds, the greens, wow.
Yeah.
And tell me about the noodles.
So these are the Pappardelle noodles, and they are kind of like a super wide fettuccine or a super wide linguine. They're made in-house with a mixture of local flour and semolina flour. The sauce for that is our sugo sauce, and that is made with a slow simmered chunks of pork, and then also ground beef, a little bit of tomato, some onion, celery, carrots. We top that with fresh basil and a little Asiago cheese.
Man, these are pretty. I've been dying to try this one. Thank you.
Great.
That's amazing.
Good.
Yeah, thank you.
Glad you like it.
Now, I've been kind of excited for this bit too.
Sure.
What do we have here, Fred?
So this is our Antipasti Del Giorno. We've got toasted baguette. We've got 3 different cured meats. The prosciutto is from Italy. It's prosciutto di Parma, so it's a dry cured ham. And that's the first meat right here. And then we've also got a Finocchione salami, which is a local producer who was born in Italy and chose to produce in Salt Lake. The name of the producer is Cremonelli. And he chose to produce in Salt Lake because of the kind of climatic similarities between Salt Lake and his where he came from, where he was born.
Really?
Yeah, so it's an interesting story, and obviously it's local, so we're always pushing that.
Yes.
And then we've also got Soppressa, which is going to be the last salami there. And then we serve that with 3 different cheeses. We've got a Fermier Brie, which is kind of a stinkier version of Brie. We've got a Manchego, and then also a Petite Basque. So those are the 3 cheeses. We've got a little house pickle there. If you like a little sweetness, then we've also got a shallot and red onion relish. And then, of course, house-made whole grain mustard.
Now, will you do me a favor? This is going to be really fun for me.
Yeah.
Show me how you would enjoy that, and I'll do it with you.
So I would probably take toast.
Okay.
And then take my cheese of choice. I love this brie. And then smear that on as much as you can, as much as you like.
So quite a bit.
Yeah, well, if you're me, then quite a bit.
Okay,
sure.
Okay. Try to follow your guidance here.
And then just a little piece of prosciutto or one of the other cured meats, and layer that on top. If you want any of the accoutrement, then you can add a little pickle or a little sweetness with the relish.
This one here?
Yeah, that's the one that I like.
Just like this.
And then, cheers.
Cheers. Thank you. That is beautiful. That's fantastic. Thank you so much. Now, now, Fred, I've been dying to get to the dessert too. What have we have? What have we got here?
So we've got house-made desserts, and this one, we've got a regular tiramisu, we've got a creme brulee. This particular one is a chocolate hazelnut mousse cake. So we'll take hazelnut spread, like a Nutella, and we make a mousse with that. And then we have a little graham cracker crust, and that's topped with a little bit of ganache topping. So,
it's absolutely beautiful. I can't wait to dig in. And the last question I have for you, Fred, is how can people find out about you, hear about you?
So we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram. We've also got our website. There's a lot of information on our website. Cafe is spelled with 2 F's. So it's www.caffemolise.com. And then, you know, they can always call the restaurant as well. And for the wine bar, it's BTG Wine Bar. So they can go to btgwinebar.com and see all of the offerings there as well.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for this experience, Fred. I greatly appreciate you having us.
Great. Thank you.